Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Neither team got the start to the season that they wanted. Let's see who can right the ship as Week 2 gets underway. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Completed over the middle. Has some daylight through the 40. A lot of mess on the move here. Inside the red zone. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals take a 6-0 lead right away. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Shawn. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing now on 1st down. That one's complete over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
60 by 6, 60 by 6, 70, 70.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. He gets this to Harold Fanning Jr. complete. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Trying to throw this from the gun. Catch is made by Dylan Sampson. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
From the pistol, here's Junkins. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Throw is caught. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
7th play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
They're going to try and throw it here. Escapes out, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game, and that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself. They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
The Browns have it on the team, and they will kick it away here. And no return here, and this is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20.
Here we go.
He's going to throw this one. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off. And the Browns are stopped in the outer reaches of the red zone. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Back to the air they go on 2nd down. Hits him on the in route. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
Ready, ready.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Tag. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check, 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 check.
They'll air it out on 3rd. He brings it in. We got the football, Brock, but not the first. That's not just shy of the marker. 4th down. Offense up to the line fast. They'll go. Judkins. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2 and it sounds like it's short. But what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Cowboy 80.
Goal to go. They're passing. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. That one right down the middle. And the Browns push their lead to 3. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Catch made by Chase Brown. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
First and 10 from the 32. Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right, when the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because you throw it in double coverage, and you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that.
2nd and 3 now. Pass play now. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A gain of 15 there. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Hits his running back. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He's going to throw it again. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I'll say this, Kate. This quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
3rd and just 2 to go. Short yardage run here for Brown. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Back to throw now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Go. Mikey, make threes. Check, 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 check.
He's going to throw it. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Third down, Browns off going to go with a dime set defensively.
Here we go. Stop.
Receiver in motion, going left. 3rd and long for him here. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
Dave, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
McPherson's kick is good. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing off the play fake. This one falls incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinals.
Setting up to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. 2nd down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
For the moment, we do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. That holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped it incomplete on 1st down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop kick gives him new life. This is 2nd down. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Pass complete to Mechie. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
3rd down here, need 8 on play. To the air on 3rd and long. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack. Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. Oh, and that's not going to do it. He hooked it. The kick no good, wide left. And this stays tied here in the 2nd.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Browns 1st down. throwing it. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Now, Brock, things are dead even as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way. This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Trap 60.
Here he goes. Third and long. Cut out left. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, do it through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
Got ready.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this.
60 by 6. 60 by 6. 19 tight. 19 tight. 79 Broncos.
They're going to try to throw for it. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
First down, play action. Connects with Mechie. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Give on second, it's Brown. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down, and they go right back to it. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Going to the ground again on first. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. They'll go play action. Dumps it off to his running back. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. McPherson's kick is good. And they've taken back the lead. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Sixty Bison. Street.
Judkins out the middle. And he's going to salvage a couple by bouncing this outside, but that's it. It's a gain of 2. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Trying to set up that screen, but it falls incomplete, and now they're facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Nice punt here. He'll get under this fair catch at the 9. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Kate, if the word safety was used, and it's not a lot in NFL locker rooms, but if it was at halftime, it was about safe throws, good decisions, consistent plays. It was not about a safety to begin this second half, and that's what we nearly saw. Not the kind of start this offense wanted. It's got to overcome a bit of adversity.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Hey, Cash. Let's go, 80. 70 Lions. 18, 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Still sticking with the passing game. That's complete to Gesicki outright. And he's taken down at the 30. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Get up. Cowboy 80. Red.
They've got a man in motion.
19 Charger. 19 Charger. 19.
Sticking to the air here. Hits him on the out route. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing it again here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Come on.
Working inside the red zone. Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got him. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
It's double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic, and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn smaller losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up second down and 21. Back to throw. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up third down. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff.
Okay,
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Throwing from the gun here. He's got it at the 6. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. Looking to throw. Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. And they stop him. No touchdown. No first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
Here's Shudkins to begin the drive. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's a throw. Finds a man right side. And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Handoff now to Judkins. Space past the 35. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Browns take a 4-point lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Bengals football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the fourth. First and 10 now from the 30. Back now, pressure coming. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner. And throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Following the incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 now from the 30. Brown on the inside give. And that one doesn't get him much, even maybe a yard. It's 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And he's brought down at the line.
That's how you draw it up defensively. That's exactly what you want the coverage to do. Force that quarterback to throw it short and get off the field.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Throw is caught by the back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Working on 1st down. Look at that power, deep left side. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Incomplete pass on 1st down, so still at the 40. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Forced out to his right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
The 2nd down pass. Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Cowboy 80. Cap 60.
Airing it out to start this drive. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
To the air on 3rd and long. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns parlay the interception into points. That one splits the uprights. And the Browns drive their lead to 11. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Here's Brown to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
I'll throw it. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there will be more interceptions.
Throw here, 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. There's the hurry up here. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Throw caught by his running back. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. Working quickly here. First and 10, looking to throw. He rolls to his right. He's got it inside the 25. Offense to the line fast. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. They'll come up on 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
From the red zone on 1st. Buying some time right. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the 1st down.
Man in motion, out of the slot. 2nd and goal, they're going to throw. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Kicked well, and this is good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You have 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want, onside kick or send it deep. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Give. Here's Judkins. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Come on. Hey. 70. 70.
Throwing it on second down. They did it! He made the interception! Jordan Battle with the INT. And the Bengals have some new life in the fourth.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. You cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. Throwing now off the play action. He's got it. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals cut it to just 2 late in the game. So there's part 1, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now you'd imagine comes a try for 2.
You know, Kate, this might be just as tough as that touchdown. I know they work all week on their 2-point plays, but they're hard to execute. That being said, if they want to force overtime, this is a must.
Escapes the pocket. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. That was their chance to take the field goal out of the picture altogether, Brock. But now, really got to buckle down and keep them out of field goal range.
Isn't this just the NFL?
It is.
I mean, every single week it seems like we're into these one possessions at the end of the game, situations that matter. And now what matters for this defense is to keep the explosive plays to a minimum. Make this other team earn it if they're going to move down the field and, in fact, kick that game-winning field goal.
Here's Judkins on first down. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Another game to Judkins. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Another one for Judkins. And second down only works out for a yard. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Third down, Bengals coming out in a dime look here. Setting up to pass. Rolling left, buying some time. And he doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. He'll look to throw it. It's caught. Fannin has it. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down and a drive a lot of us thought had stalled out. He's going to carry on. Here's a design run. Okay, let a little bit of chaos ensue, partner. They just declined the penalty. And this at one time real blonde, now fake blonde. I don't get this. What's going on, Brock?
No, I don't get it either. And you can kind of look at me over here. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at everybody in the booth. I'm trying to look at the field. This isn't a game management situation. There's no clock advantage. This is just one of those that simply doesn't make any sense.
So the Browns come away with the win. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep.